Drink from the cauldron, you flying monkeys. Drink from the Jabba the Hutt trough. Old Steve-O will have you under his power soon. Hey guys, how you doing, guys, gals? May 29th. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon, and it's hot. Ooh, it's hot. Welcome to Florida. Yeah, it's probably 95 going on. I think I'm gonna get on up there today. 96, 98, I don't know. It's getting crazy. Humidity's high, so yeah, we're gonna have a nice warm one here. Work up a little sweat out some poison. Let's go inside this hive. I don't see a lot of bees coming in out of this box here. I don't know. Let's dig into it and see what we got. Let's check our little flying monkeys and see what's going on. We'll go through all these boxes and kind of get an idea, see what our resources are, because on June 3, we got a new moon. I want to make up some more nukes and get that rocking and rolling, and so we'll see where we're at. I see over here the bees are working. I'll show you my little tub I've rigged up for the bees to get their water. This is just a, one of them 55-gallon pickle barrels. I cut it down, and what do we have here? We've got a little camphor tree coming up beside it, and right here is a few bees flying around. This is a piece of, I've had this in here for quite a few years, a piece of cypress wood floating in here, and that's kind of nice. You need a piece of wood, untreated wood, and you need to change it out, because I'm seeing we've got some mosquito larvae floating around in here, and right here I've got a mineral lick. That's actually a trophy rock. It's getting dissolved down pretty good. I got to put another one out here for the deer. The deer come right through this little trail here. Come in, they get a little salt, and they get a drink of water. So yeah, let's saddle up here and go down through here and check these bees out. Kind of get an idea of our resources, and so we know where we stand when it comes time to making up some nooks here. Put a little vinegar on my hands right off from get-go. White vinegar, in case I got any crazy odors on my hands that they don't like. This will help. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of this 8 here. Let's just go over here real quick, take one out, give us a little elbow room, and see what's going on here. Nice, real nice cap brood. Tons of cap brood, eggs laying back. This is kind of ugly in here, but this is my homemade frame, with a string running in through here, mono filament, 20-pound mono. They got some honey stores over here. Let's pull one more here. Yeah, this is looking happy here. This is looking happy here. I don't need to go into this colony anymore right now. We'll rob what resources we can here very soon. In about a week, we'll come in here and so yeah. Put the lid back on this and mark it. Got questions from guys on this gel bait. They're saying, oh, I don't want that in my hive, this and that, but I don't see where this stuff bees can even get at it. The only thing I can see, guys, with this here, say if this hive went underwater and rainwater flooded these cells here and went out, then the poison could get inside this box. But this same stuff, the manufacturer's got you putting this stuff all over your kitchen, all over the friggin' kitchen where you're dining and all that. So I don't know. Time will tell on that. Let's go down to the next hive and see what's happening here. I'll get this yard knocked out. Shouldn't take us long. Get this yard knocked out. We'll go down to the other bee yard I got and check them 4 colonies over there and see what's going on there. Okay, I've got here check on 6/16, and we've got right here. These bees are coming along pretty nice. They're really chilled out. You got a queen laying in. You got a queen in this box right here, guys. I'm telling you right now, there's a queen in here. Well, let's not go in here. Let's not dig in here anymore, because this I want to see check on 6/16. We're not there yet. Let's put that back together and just leave that indication there. Let's go to this one. I put a queen cell in here at 424. Now we got to investigate this puppy. Find out what's going on. And it doesn't look really hot yet. If there's a queen in here, she needs to kick it in high gear like real soon. Like real soon, guys. Let's get in the sunlight so we can see what's going on here. I don't see any of this. I'm not seeing eggs in here. I'm seeing some really young larvae over here. Let's go for this next frame here. Wow, they just got this thing socked down with honey. Just blow them out of your way so you can look in there. There's enough resources in here to keep this colony going here. Alright, we're going to come back to this one. I'm going to put on here no queen. Alright, I'm going to draw a line through here. 529 NQ, no queen. So we can come back to this colony. There's enough bees in here to protect that little bit of frames we got in there. And recheck that in a week or so. My plan is to take that colony right there, we'll check it, make sure it's up to speed, and use that as a queen bank. A queen actually incubator, because I'm going to put those cells in above with that little frame that I showed you guys the other day. See, we can pick that whole thing up, feeder and all. Checked that thing a while back and I had no queen in here, but I gave it some more eggs and stuff. Looks like they're doing a little bit of work here for me. They're drawing this comb out. Bees are acting very jittery. Very jittery. Maybe like a, I don't know, maybe like a prostitute in church, maybe jittery, I don't know. Let's see what's going on here with our flying monkeys. Tons of brood here. They've sucked up this honey on the bottom in this piece here. Okay, I got a lot of eggs in here. This is looking good. I don't need to go any further into this box here. I'm not sure why they're acting all jittery, but there's eggs in here. She's looking good. She's got a nice pattern here. Let's pull one more frame. This may be a frame, guys, that I didn't get waxed on. It like double waxing like I showed you before. And you can see the result of this. There's not sufficient wax on there. And so they're really not energetic in getting that drawn out. Got a little nectar source here. Lots of brood there. All right, we're going to put on here May 29th, 529 queen right. Let's put this back together and move on to the next one. This way when we come back to start stealing frames for our next batch of queen cells, we'll know which ones to come to. So I'm going to put here 529 queen right. Next, let's check this little guy down here and see what it's doing. This little puppy here. I put a little squirt of smoke in there and I heard them roar up a little bit. Let's get this up here. Well, there's a few bees in here. Doesn't look very exciting though, guys. Not very exciting, but who knows? Get over here in the sun for you. These bees seem to be a little more chilled out. Just because I'm telling you there's no queen, although I'm seeing eggs. I'm seeing some eggs. Let's check one more frame here. And there's our big fat queen, seen her right off the get-go. Here she is right here. See her running there by herself? That little Lone Ranger right there. Don't fly away, girl. Don't you fly away on me. You squirrely monkey, you. Alright, let's put her back. Let's get that squirrely monkey back in there. We got one here that's good. We think she's probably just came back and getting in high gear. She's laying eggs. So what do? Scratch this out, put 529, 29, queen right. Done. Next. Done. Next. Little shot of smoke up the nose hole. We go from one success story to a bad success story here because this hive is shut down, buddy. This hive didn't make it for whatever reason. Okay, this is a nice comb yet. It's a beautiful comb here. She can lay eggs in this. So what we're going to do, if this is a removable bottom, see, the wax moth and stuff haven't found this colony yet. These are some nice combs here. So what are you going to do, buddy? Let's see if we can't snatch this off of here. Yes, we can. So here's how you fix the problem, guys. Take this puppy right here and you slap it right on top of this one here and give that girl some more elbow room. Now you're protecting your... Holy crap, there's a queen right here, guys. I got me a queen right here. And this one didn't have a queen. No queen. Hang on, guys, hang on. All right, I got a queen. I got a queen in the cage here. Here's what old Steve Oak's gonna do here.
I'm going to drop her in that middle of that nest right there. So there was a queen there that just came back from a mating flight. A little slow. She was in this box here. She was on the friggin' lid. I'm going to put cage on here so I don't have a cage queue. I'm going to come back in here tomorrow and let that queen out. If they kill her, they kill her. Next. Let's go into the next one. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. We got all kinds of eggs in here. I'm going to put this back together. Done looking. I might as well shove this extra trap in here. $5.29. Queen right. Next. I don't know why we ain't got a bunch of bees on this thing. I hope we didn't have a swarm out here, guys. But anything's possible. Anything's possible. Check the top, make sure I ain't got a flying monkey queen running around up here. Another situation where they didn't have enough wax down here. You can see they're just really not pulling that out good. Everything that that they are pulling out, she's laying very well in here. They're just starting a little on this side. If I can't get If I can't get queen cells, we're going to make nooks up anyway. This will be one of my hives I robbed from. Yeah, this one more frame we'll pull. It's a brand new Man Lake frame on black plasticell right here. Let's get in the sunlight so you can see what's going on. Yeah, plenty of eggs. You can see right there what they did is they've loaded this thing right. She's loading this thing right up with eggs. Beautiful job. We can get a lot of resources from this colony, guys. Okay, done with this one. Moving on. $5.29 queen right. I'm going to put a plus on it. Of course, we know it's plus because we've had it in this box. We've been looking at this one for a while. One of the better queens. It's hot as Hades right now, guys, but I'll tell you what, this is the time the bees like it. Beekeepers don't like it, but the bees sure do. Give him a shot under that lid. Patch of brood there and a bunch of honey. For these queen cell starters, I'm going to put these virgin queens in. We're going to let them hatch out in the cage, and then we'll look at them, evaluate them queens, see if they look good before we put them in a box. Here's your queen right here. Boy, she's a pretty one. Look how big and golden that queen is, guys. And she looks like she's laying quite nicely here. Let's put her monkey butt right back in and seal this hive up and on to the next one. Actually, this is one of the hives right here I really need to get into. Break it all down and shove it inside of another one of these 8-frame deeps. We're not going to do it today. I'm running a little low on time here. Actually, I've got check here. Check on 524. Well, today's the 29th, so I was a little slow here on the draw, but 529. Queen right. Nice. Lots of resources. So we're going to be making up, like I said, more nooks here real soon. If I can get cells, fine, hunky-dory. We'll come back down this lane and then get these last two here and then move to the next job site. I have no marks on this box lid, so apparently I was having old fart issues, brain fart issues or something why I didn't mark this. It happens when you get old, you know, guys. It happens. Just deal with it, okay? Just deal with old Steve-O here, okay? Not a lot exciting there. There's our new queen right there. There she is right there. Bless her little heart, and she's laying good. She's laying good. Let's put her monkey ass right back in there. And let's go ahead and keep feed pumping to these things. I got to get these things filled out. I got to get these frames filled out. I'm in a dry area here. This is not the ideal situation, and I'm telling you guys, if you're into this full time, I'm just a hobbyist right now. But back in the day when I was doing this stuff commercially, I'm jumping from crop to crop. So I'm setting these bees on another bloom. Now, you know, it's a roll of the dice each bloom you go to. But I always did very well on building up nook. This, if I was out on the high road running bees, this thing would be already blown out 5 frames and it'd be ready to go into a deep box by now, going to a crop. I notice right now we've got a lot of crepe myrtle blooming. The gall-bearing palmetto is just about history now. It's over with, pretty much. I was in the woods today and yesterday, but we got cabbage palm. I'll take you out in the field and we'll show you the cabbage palm so you know what that is. It's actually the state tree. It's the state tree. So yeah, this hive is not looking hunky-dory here. I don't know what's going on with this one. It may be shut down. This hive looks shut down to me. But maybe we got a queen that's just starting. I don't know, we got a few bugs in the bottom of this thing, guys. We got some flying monkeys down here. Let's see what we got. Again, they're not filling this out yet. And it doesn't look to me like there's a lot of wax out there. Some of these I was in a rush and I didn't get my... here's a cocoon, a wax moth cocoon. We don't need it in the box. Hopefully we got a queen in here that just hasn't kicked in high gear yet. Here's an excellent honey and pollen frame that you would use to make up a starter. Excellent. I'm hoping I got a nice little fat Sebastian queen in here running around. This is basically a pollen and surplus honey store. Well, there's our queen right there, guys. So she's just kicking in high gear. And that's a Sebastian queen right there. It's a Carnolian queen mixture. It's Carnolian and it's a Carnolian and Italian mixture, he told me. There's a hybrid action in there too. And I didn't get the number on it. He flipped a number at me and told me what that was. Let's throw this box on here for protection. They're not putting nothing up in it yet, but let's throw it on here for protection. The bees will keep the wax moths out of it. So this is a good thing here. I've been putting out a feeder can over here, and they've been sucking that juice up pretty fast on that deal. All right, one more on this little lane here. Very weak hive here. Of course, like I say, she may have just started going here. We'll have to find out. Okay, we got a queen in here. I don't see her, but there's eggs and stuff in here, and this looks very nice. This is very nice, and I'm not going to screw around in here anymore with this. Putting this back together. That's coming along nice. So, you know, overall, so far, I'm pretty pleased with what's going on here. We'll check these two over here. And I'm going to have minimal resources too, because I'm not going to come in here. This, you can see that thing had 2.5 more frames to fill out, even though we got a lane queen in here. She hasn't blown the whole thing out yet. We're not switching the stuff over to 8-frame equipment until they blow out and make that thing pretty fat. We want it real fat before we throw it over in a deeper box with 8 frames. Now this colony here looks pretty fat. This is what I call fat, but it's not filled out yet. I can see right now it's not filled out yet. And I don't know if we got a queen in here or not, but we're going to find out right quick. See, don't put your frames down. I got tanglefoot here. Don't set your frames in that tanglefoot. That stuff's nasty. Don't get it on you, by the way, either. It does help. This tanglefoot is expensive. It's a pain in the ass to put on. You got to use rubber gloves. And as you can see, these leaves get stuck to it here. Keep your hands out of it. It's nasty. Alright, this frame's in the center of the nest. This should be the all-telling frame right here. And what I'm seeing here is hunky-dory. I've got eggs. I don't see my girl here, but I got eggs. I don't need to look any further in this colony and taking a chance on bumping my queen. Gonna put it back together. Gonna put this back together and mark it. Did I mark that last one? I didn't mark either one of these. Or this one. Wake up, Steve. You can't chew gum and walk at the same time, I guess. Just because I'm putting here queen right on here doesn't mean I can, you know, so we just got to keep an eye on them and see if they fill them out. As soon as they fill them out, they're going into 10. They're going into 8-frame equipment. Now this one here, actually, I've got an early queen here because I wasn't supposed to check this thing. Well, it was queen right. I'm sorry, it was queen right on 516. All right, 529. Queen right. On to the last one. One more. We got a few bees at the front of this one. That's a good sign, huh? Crack your lid here and shoot a little up the nose hole. Yeah, this thing ain't real exciting here. Oh, there's a hive beetle right there. There was a hive beetle. I just smashed his face. I hate those things. I hate them things about as much as I hate bull ants. Okay, what's going on here, guys? Wow, that is just loaded with pollen. Pollen and honey. So we got resources here, but I see no queen action in here yet. By that I mean eggs. Here's another frame just slap full. Looks to me, guys, like this queen didn't make it back from her mating flight. But look at all this fat resources we got. We got plenty here. So no big deal. She didn't make it, no big deal. She didn't get back from her mating flight. No big deal. We salvaged this equipment, but I'm not going to worry about it for another week. Put this crap back together. You can hear them roaring in here. Hear that sound? That sound is roaring, called roaring, and they don't have a queen. They don't have resources here to make a queen. They're in distress. They're going to stay in distress until I get a queen for them, and it will be not all over a week. They've got plenty of bees in here to protect this equipment. And I'm not really supposed to be checking this hive till 6/16. There could be a virgin running around in here. I'm jumping the gun here. I am jumping the gun here on this thing. But I'm just going to leave it like that. Check on 6/16. We got enough stuff here to come back to. But I am going to write here. Right here, 529. No queen. 529 no queen. And we'll check it later on 6/16. Because there's enough bees in here to protect this equipment, like I say, from the wax moth and whatnot until that point in time. So let's get to the other bee yard and check them guys out over there. Okay, guys, here's what us Florida crackers call the swamp cabbage. And right here you can see these stalks coming out. These things will have 8-10 stalks coming out. There's green shoots coming all out through there. This stuff is just starting. And this tree over here has got some. A lot of times these tree companies get in here because these things get a little black berry on about that big around, all over, thousands of them. But this crop comes in so fast, and it's got a lot of moisture in this crop. But we got tons of this, and I got tons of this stuff within 2 miles of my base camp. So we'll be getting a lot of this stuff here. And sad part is, like I say, a lot of times they'll send tree companies in with a bucket truck and cut these all out, just so they don't have the mess, because these berries get just covered all over the place by the thousands. But this is an ornamental tree. They get a lot of, they dig these out of the swamps and stuff. This tree will take a high salt tolerance. They can grow in any soil. There's some more around there, a whole line of them there. So the tree companies come in and they dig these up for about free out of these swamps, whatever, or give the landlord owner very little and then sell them for a friggin' fortune to put them in. But this is the next crop coming, and I'm going to take you over to another spot and show you the stuff, some other stuff. Crepe myrtle is blooming now. Okay guys, this thing here is called the crepe myrtle, and it's gonna fix to go to seed here, and it gets a bunch of little berries all over it. And I was here this morning when the wind wasn't blowing. This thing had a lot of bees on it, so they are hitting this. Are they getting a lot of nectar from it? Don't know. All I can tell you is they're working it hard, and this is close to my bee yard, and this stuff is all over this place. Within 2 miles of me, there's thousands of these trees. Crepe myrtle, that's it, blooming now, but it's winding down also. It's starting to play out and go to berries. Not a whole lot of fragrance to it. That's the crepe myrtle. On to the next bee yard. Okay guys, over here at this other bee yard, I got here started on 5/7. This is 5/29. And what do we got here? I'm seeing some ugly looking stuff right here. Comes from having this is some wax moth damage here, so what we'll do with that is take that out. I'll save that wax. Got all these eggs and stuff in here. I'll get this junk out of here. If you don't have a strong colony to defend itself here, this is what you get into. Here's another bad comb here. This is getting ripped out, replaced. We'll just melt this down, put it on our melter. We'll render this wax before it gets, we'll freeze it first. I'll freeze it, I'll put it in a baggie and freeze it. See, this has got a lot of damage on it too here. A lot of damage. Here's an old queen cell right here. This has got plasticell on it. Now you wouldn't want to take this tool, a sharp tool, because you'll damage that. Here's some peanuts here. There was a queen cell there. Here's it. I'm going to shake these bees out. Possibly there is a queen in here that's hatched. She just hasn't started laying yet, but this colony is so weak. Wax moths are moving in on it. Let's put it back together and leave it for now. Take this wax and throw it in the back of my truck. Here's some baby wax moth here crawling around. They turn into big wax moths real soon. Start creating real havoc. Let's put this one back together for now. And maybe we'll get lucky and see a queen in there, because I really wasn't supposed to go in here until 6, 7. Next. Same with this one. We had a 6, 7 on this one also. Stay. There's nothing in that bottom happening. Very weak colony. Extremely weak. I'm not supposed to be in here till 6, 7. Let's leave this one alone also. I am going to mark this. I'm just going to mark it as no queen. 529. No queen. Now I will come back and check this again. When we get ready to make up more nooks, we'll come back in here and recheck this. Now supposedly we had a queen in this one last time I was here. This looks impressive. I've got some comb in here. Wow, honeycomb. Wow. Heavy duty. Loaded, baby, loaded. Loaded with nectar. Yeah, she's doing extremely well here. This is all loaded with eggs. This is all brand new stuff in here. Don't bother this girl anymore. Leave her alone. Put her back. They haven't gone downstairs yet. There's a one under here, but they haven't gone down into it yet. But I've got a nice queen working here. That's a good thing. These guys here will use this resources to, you know, put into more nooks. And like I said, I'm going to try to get those queens cells. We'll let them hatch out. All right, we got one more box to check. This the skyscraper here. Got a friggin' skyscraper hive here. Yeah, this thing's full of bees. This is kind of a pissy hive here too. As I remember, they're already coming out wanting to beat me up. Let's just go down in here and peek at this a minute. All right. I've seen enough here. I've seen enough there. I'm not ready to grab resources out of there yet. We have plenty. We've got all these medium stacks here. I've got this one deep one here on the bottom. I don't think they're into it yet. No, I'm peeking down in there. I don't see them into it yet. Got a big old honking crack here in this hive. That's alright, they can come and go. It's a little warpage in my beepy one. That's one of my ones I first started making. And of course you make mistakes when you first start doing anything. Alright guys, that's it for now. I'll get back with you real quick here, probably in a week. We'll get some more of them cells. We'll get them into that, convert that one hive into a incubator. We'll get those in. We'll take that queen that's there. She's in that double A-frame. We'll put her downstairs. We'll put an excluder in between. We'll move a bunch of nurse bees up. Those are the frames that got the young larvae in them. We'll move them upstairs, and then we'll put all that queen bank cells in there. Let those queens emerge in those little cages. I'll show you all that deal here in a few days. Be happy. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.